All right, 5 bets, 5 minutes. You know the drill here. We start the clock. We run it 5 minutes. Each minute has a bet. And we ask you to hit the thumbs up button, subscribe, you know all that. We go 2-2-1 last night because Jalen Brunson was scratched. Some ups, some downs. LeBron James continues to be a royal disappointment. I don't know why anybody even cares that a guy's been in the league for 40 years is breaking a record. My God, that's what you should do when you've been in the league so long. We've got bigger things to talk about, like an all-star snub and how they may impact play tonight. Absolutely. Let's hit the clock. All right. Thumbs up, subscribe. You know the drill. First play in the first minute is going to be under 6.5 rebounds, 8.5 rebounds, for Kristaps Porzingis. Now, we're looking at a couple of things tonight. You already see Robert Williams on the board, right? Embiid assists. We're looking at some smaller market plays or plays that I just don't think where we have a lot of area here for movement, right? Like a lot of people are going to be betting on Porzingis totals, points, Lillard in this game, Bradley Beal, Kuz. You've got a bunch of guys from a more popular category that I think people will clearly be betting and hammering. The other side of this is you also have a tough matchup, I think, where everybody's expecting without Nurkic that Porzingis and anyone else can just roam free in the glass. No, not for me. First play is going to be under 8.5. Even if he gets to 7 or 8, that's fine. But I'll take the plus money chance on basically just having no Nurkic out there. Next play is going to be under 8.5 points for Robert Williams. That's right. Again, we're trying to find some smaller market stuff that's going to have less activity around it. Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown. We know that there, Chris Paul, DeAndre Ayton to a greater extent, even Bridges. We know that people are going to bet heavily on points on the more popular players. Robert Williams under 8.5 from a scoring option standpoint to a blowout. This is a double-digit spread. I don't necessarily see a pathway here to where Robert Williams is getting 10 to 12 points and a key offensive factor in how the Boston Celtics knock off the Phoenix Suns. In fact, I'm willing to take that risk and go under 8.5 points. 8's fine. 8's a decent number, but we're getting plus 110 in a blowout / tertiary to fifth scoring option, depending on who's on the floor with Robert Williams. We move on. Joel Embiid. This is not going to be James Harden 50-point experience tonight. I think James Harden getting snubbed, if you will, at the All-Star game has a lot more to do with response against the Spurs from rebounds, assists, other ways in which Harden has impacted the game. Doesn't mean he's not going to shoot. He's become a great catch-and-shoot three-point shooter in this offense with Embiid on the floor, as anybody should be with Embiid on the floor. But that may come. You may get 18, 20 points or so. Embiid is also motivated from the all-star snub, from the starter spot, I guess, to James Harden, all this all-star shit. It personally motivates them. So I think Embiid is score first. I think Harden is pass first. And that's going to mean under 3.5 dimes for Joel Embiid. We keep it moving. Over 3.5 threes for Fred VanVleet. Pardon me. Look, one of these two cats in the backcourt for Toronto is going to have to make a shot in Trent Jr. or VanVleet. I think, and while the return is better at plus 125 for Trent Jr., Gary Trent, I think Fred VanVleet has the better chance of getting us to 4 threes. That's really all we need is 4 threes. A lot of talk now about who's gone, OG, all this stuff about trade talks with the Raptors. Get ready for a lot of disinterested basketball, but you can't lose on the road outright to Houston without a concerted effort to ignore the three-point shot. That's where we look at VanVleet as getting the most volume tonight, even with Trent on the floor, and I think he has the better chance of going over the 3.5 threes. Last play for you. Wow, look at this. We can't leave you without a first quarter play, right? DeJounte Murray, over 5.5 first quarter points. First quarter points for the kid as they're in at Utah. Atlanta trying to come off that big win in which Murray played well. Strong effort there for him in that win against Phoenix. The road trip continues. It's not even so much about win-loss. It's identifying a secondary target who can still take a lot of shots in the first quarter or enough to get us to 6. 3 shots, couple of free throws, whatever the combination is. We want to target somebody not Trae Young, not really Lauri Markkanen, or to a lesser extent, I guess you could say Jordan Clarkson. But Murray's first quarter points, best one at plus 125. All right, there's your 5 in 5. Pretty simple, pretty easy, right? Let me tell you how you can turn $5 into $200. This is going to be the easiest thing you do all day. All day. All right. Now, you have DraftKings below. You have a QR code next to my big ass head. There's a link. You have to be 21 or older. Gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER. And you have to live in a state where you can legally place a wager. Pretty simple stuff, right? All right. Now, deposit $5 and only $5 after you've signed up. It's going to take you 90 seconds out of your life, and then immediately put that $5 on Harvard. Don't wait. Don't wait. I see a lot of you just signing up and not putting money in, or signing up, putting money in, and not placing a wager. Don't you want the $200 back right away? The longer you wait to place a bet, the more chance there is that you're going to forget. I'll get to it when I get to it. Well, get to it, damn it. Just put the damn money in and place the wager on Harvard. I'm telling you what to do. It doesn't matter if Harvard wins or loses. You don't even need to wait for that game to tip. The money will come right back into your account instantly, okay? Instantly. I know you don't want to see a lot of my face, but I had to just emphasize that. Now, on the way out, as we have the 5 for 5, under 8.5 boards for Porzingis, under 8.5 points for Robert Williams, under 3.5 assists for Joel Embiid, over 3.5 threes for Van Vliet, and over 5.5 first quarter points for DeJounte Murray. Good night for the BetPro tool. See this? BetPro, week below, free week. Yeah. Click on that. Take advantage of that. Threw this out there on Twitter last night. Steph Curry under us. That was right from BetPro. Right from BetPro. I'm also throwing BetPro plays out if you want to, not a ton, maybe one a night, on the Discord. We want you a part of the Discord. Half off your first week. Half off. College basketball parlays, NBA parlays. I've got parlays all day for you. All day for you, I got parlays. And I want you to be a part of it. There's a college one. There's another college. Same night. Another college. A couple of college basketball parlays. We're doing well. We're doing work in the NBA. As you know, we're doing work here in the NBA. We just want you to be a part of it. There's a link below. ES Insider is the code. You get half off your first week. Half off your first week. Just come dabble, hang out, see what you can do. All right? We appreciate you all rolling with us. As always, make sure you hit that thumbs up and subscribe, please, on the way out. Go Sixers.